If we don't get our act together, eventually, the idea that I'm trying to work on is to save you a lot of grief in the future. The next mayor coming in, if we don't fix these things, is going to have a hell of a problem on their hands. Now, that won't bother me, but it certainly bother you, and it certainly will bother the next mayor. And if we don't do these things, there's a question mark as to how long the city can keep playing games over its own survival. We can't grow geographically, and unless we get more businesses in and more high-rises or whatever, people living here, our basic fundamental financial base is stagnant. And so we have to look at that. One of the proposals was to get rid of some council positions, which would be eliminated it down to 7 or something like that. That's up to you. I don't care if you eliminate each other. That doesn't matter to me. So I'm just telling you I'm tired of fighting. This tension between council and adversarial issues between council and administration has to stop. And I'm willing to stop, but I'll fight you tooth and nail if you want. Doesn't matter to me. Either you make peace or you don't. You want to have war for 600 more days? Fine, we will have it. And you will have it beyond the 600 days when I get finished with you. You can shake your head. I'm just telling you, every time our department heads have come before, we've had arguments after arguments after arguments over things that sometimes don't even make sense. There's a partnership here that has to be maintained. The roles of government, the legislative branch and the administrative branch, should be working together. 16 years as president of council, not one budget failed. Not one tax credit increase was refused. So we can play politics all we want. The citizens lose in the long run. So this is not in the speech because they don't want to hear me say that. I mean, the staff, they panic because they don't want me to say things that I honestly feel. I can't do that. This is a great city, and we can make it greater. And we can do it together, or we can keep fighting each other and do it piecemeal.
And we hope to work with all components of the city, the unions, and the professionals and everybody to try to make this city great. But that comes from talking, and that comes from thinking. That doesn't come with slamming your fist on something or breaking pencils or things like that. You can't get anything done with violence. And I just think that, we were totally disrespected tonight.